Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome to a new season of ISP
Man.
Podcast. What do I got to do? Tell them.
They got to like, share, subscribe, and everybody say this with me.
Hit
Hit
that
that
notification
notification bell.
bell. That's right. Hit that notification bell so you know every time that we drop in these jewels, everybody. So thank you. This is officially our first ISP podcast episode for season 2, and it's a New Year's. Happy New Year, everybody. Okay, so I want to start with where we always start. It's a tradition here. We always want to know how you're feeling this morning. I'm gonna start with Tye Dollar, and then we're gonna go to Ant Dog and my boy Billy Bill, the player over there, player Bill. So, uh, Ty, how are you feeling? And speaking to the mic, speak loud, man.
Feel great.
Your sister be watching us. Say hi to your sister.
How you doing, sis? Love you.
Okay, and Antoine, how you doing? Oh, you got a watch now too?
Oh, I feel great now. I'm good.
Okay, Billy Bill, how you feeling? Player.
I feel great. Good Lord woke me up this morning. He said, "You have a reason to wake up. Go do your job."
Amen, amen, amen.
Come on, man. Let me check that mic. How you feeling this morning?
You know, and I love you. You always ask me how I feel. I feel good that we are together. We get to start this all over. Um, Hopefully all of the things that we've been planning for, like putting some new decorations in the back, upgrading on some equipment, so people will, know that we're growing. So
Okay, man, you took too long. Now it's your wife's turn to see how she feeling.
Miss Charlene, who's a frequent guest on the show, how you doing?
I am feeling great. I'm glad to be here.
Okay, so this is perfect. So, Miss Charlene, what is our first topic?
Sports.
Sports. So, Billy, it's been a lot of things that's been happening since we haven't talked. And I know one thing is you got some great news about the Browns. What's going on with the Brownies?
Oh, excuse me. Hey, Matt, I don't know if you watched the last Browns game before Coop got hurt. He broke the Browns record. He had over 100 and some yards. Give it up for Coop. What do you think, Matt? You think Flacco's gonna do it before you answer that question? Couple games he had over 300 some yards. I think the Browns should keep Flacco and get rid of Walker. What do you think?
As we said before, I think we talked about this with our boy in Ashtabula. I think like I have to agree with what we said last time. I think that Flacco definitely should be a backup quarterback. We still need to figure out whether we're going to keep Deshaun Watson or not, or whatever else.
I think Watson's going to be the number one quarterback because I don't think the Browns want to get rid of him because they paid too much money for him. But they should keep Flacco.
Yeah, and I think so because you like we were saying before, is you don't want to risk your future quarterback. You want somebody there that can groom them. Flacco's a veteran. He's won Super Bowl, so I say we keep him. We make sure we keep him for backup, so that he can teach Watson what to do, and we shouldn't even be worrying about Watson getting hurt like this. It's supposed to be a veteran quarterback out there helping him. Really, Watson should be the one backing up. That's just my opinion. But I'm so proud. We are actually in the playoffs.
In the
y'all.
playoffs.
The playoffs.
Yeah.
If we go to the Super Bowl, I might have a heart attack, Bill.
Well, you know what? If the Browns go to the Super Bowl, guess what? I'm taking off and I'm getting drunk.
He gonna get his direct deposit, y'all. No, okay. So do you got anything else in sports that you want to talk to us about, Billy?
Yes. The Cavs are doing pretty good. Need a couple more pieces to help us out. Garland's out hurt. Um, Mitchell's doing pretty good, but I heard a rumor. I don't know how true it is, but heard a rumor that we might be thinking about trading Mitchell for LeBron.
I think that's a rumor. Well, listen, if LeBron come back, you know, Cleveland, we welcome you back. I feel like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I think we all done talked about this. I think everybody from Cleveland that is a LeBron fan. We love him for what he did for the city by winning us a championship. I think that if he do come back, I think that Bronny is gonna be playing with him. If there would have to be like some type of deal, Bronny plus LeBron, you know, and I think listen, I think he should retire here. That's just me. We love to see him come back or whatever else. LeBron is still healthy. He's still a beast.
I had one thing that I didn't like about LeBron. The last time his contract came up, he already knew where he was going. He played Cleveland. He knew he was going to go to LA. That's what I didn't like about it.
Well, I'm gonna say this: the NBA is a business. Like all of us, we are a business, right? We are all a brand, and you're gonna go where the money is. And I'll blame it on our owners. You had the best player in the NBA, and we lost him twice.
Yes.
So that's a management problem. LeBron James, if he was happy and they were bringing people around him and doing things like that to have a team, of course, I'm pretty sure. Well, you got something to say, Ty?
What would you guys think if he brought Draymond?
Man, I love Draymond. As much as we said he be kicking people in glizzies and stuff, I would take Draymond if he came here. I would love to have him, especially him and LeBron. They talking about, it's a rumor talking about he may trying to go to the Lakers too. So if Draymond want to come on. You can kick as many people as you want, as long as it ain't the Cavs.
But do you know there was behind the scenes, Dan Gilbert and LeBron wasn't getting along, and LeBron wanted to take over the team, and Dan Gilbert said no.
I think it's a lot of things, and I don't want to go into it because I know some stuff that I'm not at privileged to say because I still like LeBron. But it was probably issues with management, but it was some other reasons. However, we know that it was management. They don't know how to manage our talent sometimes here in Cleveland. Now, Miss Charlene, what is the next topic that we're supposed to be talking about?
Well, still dealing with sports. Tiger Woods and Nike actually are splitting up after 27 years.
That's his second divorce.
But he's leaving in good terms. He's leaving in good terms.
So
What is wrong? What is wrong with these athletes nowadays?
I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm gonna be with a shoe company, my first choice is going to be Nike, and then maybe like Reebok or Adidas. I think Adidas actually maybe pay you more. So, but can you tell us a little bit more about the story?
Tiger Woods had said that he was fortunate to start a partnership with one of the most iconic brands in the world, and he's ready. There's certainly to be another chapter. And yeah, I mean, it was at one point, I'm reading from CNN Business. It was at one point, it was reported that he was getting as much as 20 million a year. A year.
Damn, I'll take that.
And I want to also say, you know, when he had that whole scandal, back in the day, Nike, a lot of endorsements had left him, but Nike stood with him.
Isn't that? I mean, Tiger, you leave in faithful relationships. What's going on, man? I mean, I'm gonna say this, like we just said with LeBron. I'm just kidding. He's a business. You gotta do.
So it's not like it's.
So hopefully he'll come back or whatever else. His son may get a deal though. You know, his son may get a deal. What y'all think about that? Would you leave if you guaranteed 20 million, 25 million, and
No, I want to leave. If I'm guaranteed that money, I'm looking for that money. I need my direct deposit.
what about you, Billy?
Like you always say, Matt, direct deposit. Put that direct deposit there, I'll stay.
Hey, I mean, the direct deposit hit. hitting 25, you look at the other. What about you? You would stay for 25 million?
I'll take that Kanye money.
I mean, but you gotta think about it. Tiger Woods is worth way more. So that might be like $5 to him. 25 million to us is a lot of money, possibly. But whatever else. So what's else on the agenda, Miss?
Local news.
Local
we're gonna go
news?
to Bill for this.
So
Well, I don't know if any of all you guys know, but on New Year's there was a 15-year-old that got shot and killed by a 14-year-old. Charlene, can you tell us more about that?
Well, the 15-year-old was shot. She was shot in the head. She was discovered on around it was the first Monday night of the year at 9 p.m. and her alleged killer is a 14-year-old, and he is facing charges of aggravated murder.
Miss Charlene, next time can you speak a little louder in the mic? That's all. But we heard what you said. This is crazy. Ty, what do you think? Because you got nieces and nephews, right? Are they around that age?
A couple of them are, but two of them are adults now. But I still get concerned about them. You know, I would want that happen to anybody's family member.
I mean, and do you have any nieces and nephews that's around that age?
Yeah, I got brothers that's around that age.
Oh wow, brothers.
But I put my condolences out to that family because she didn't deserve to get killed.
So Billy, I know that you have a son that you was telling us about. Do you have any grandchildren or nieces or nephews that's around that age?
Well, I got nephews, nieces, that's around that age. My buddy's kids call me uncle. They're around that age. It's just sad. I want to point out to what Ann says. My condolences go out to the family. I think the parents should be liable too. They need to be charged. It's just ridiculous. Where are these kids getting these guns nowadays? I blame the parents. They need to be liable too. Miss Charlene, what do you think about the situation?
I mean, it's a very sad situation. My heart really does go out to the family of the victim. And yeah, I mean, I'm honestly, I'm a loss of words. Whenever it comes to young kids, passing away, and I think about when I was that age, you didn't really live life yet, so much, and unfortunately, this young lady is not gonna, you know, it's sad. That's why.
Her progression. I seen your hand up, and what did you want to say?
Well, I wanted to say, where is these people's getting these guns from? The parents should have it locked up in the safe somewhere where they can't get to it.
Well, you know what? So much, and some of it is I cannot pronounce it. So there's some people. I'm gonna just say it in another way because I can't pronounce it right now. My tongue is tied. There are some parents who are not doing a good job of parenting. We do know that they're neglecting their kids. There go the word neglect. They're neglectful about their kids, but there's a lot of parents where their kids are being not the type of child that their parent is raising. So sometimes there is the parent that is at fault, you know what I'm saying? And then there's sometimes where the child is reckless. They're doing whatever they want. The parent disciplines them, takes away stuff, and the gun may not even come from their home. They might get it off the street or something like that. I think that it's sad, of course it is. And in certain situations where the parent know that the teenager or the child is doing something and not reporting into police, of course they should be uh held liable for it. But there's a lot of times these teenagers, they're doing what they want. And it comes with sometimes these teenagers are coming from single homes and they don't really have a father figure in a home. And I don't care what you say, you start off as a little bitty boy, and then once you get a grown, like get a certain size, your mama can't do nothing with you really anymore. So that's pretty much where it goes with that. So Miss Charlene, oh, I see it on there. Is that the next thing?
Yes, we're gonna move to the west.
Oh my goodness. So Bill, just something much funnier to talk about, maybe. It's disgusting though. Uh California, we watched the news. So according to California,
Do we really
We-
have
we're-
to talk about this?
we
Do
really
we
have to
really
talk
have
about
to? Do we really have to talk about this?
yes, because you drinking Coke right now, so we're gonna make you spew it out. So basically, during in California, Ty brought this story to us. What's going on in California?
Well, they're turning wastewater into drinking water. Me personally, I'm glad that I live in Cleveland.
So basically, they're taking doo-doo water and making it so that you can drink it. And in California, what you think about that?
Well, what I think about that is, I don't know, because it's hard. It's hard to say.
It's hard to say. What about you, Bill?
Man, I ain't going to California. I ain't need no shit water.
No, it is Charlene. So, Miss Charlene, what do you think? Well, actually, Miss Charlene, maybe you can give us some more details on the subject because we're just talking about, we're laughing about it, but it is. They're literally talking about transforming, or they might already be doing it, but tell us more about it.
So, so I'm reading from the apnews.com, and basically, California regulators on Tuesday approved new rules to let water agencies recycle wastewater and put it back into the pipes that carry drinking water to homes, schools, and businesses. And they said it's a big step for the state because they have been struggling for decades to secure reliable sources of drinking water for more than 39 million residents. And they were speaking how California has been through multiple extreme droughts, including the most recent one that scientists say was the driest 3-year period on record and left the state's reservoirs at a dangerous low level.
So we don't want to hear nobody from Hollywood talking about give me some Avion water, and y'all drinking Chitlin water, basically. So basically, they drinking boo boo water. So basically,
But
so
they
they
said California has been using recycled wastewater for decades.
oh, so no wonder Hollywood stinks. That's why they stink, because of all of the boo boo flakes in the water. So
But they need that water. So
listen. When I heard somebody say that you can literally drink your pee for like 2 weeks or something like that, it made me vomit or whatever else.
Are you gonna move Are you gonna move out there?
I can't talk because Charlene will tell you that I'm actually born from Oakland, California. So I left. I haven't tasted boo boo water yet. So, but I kind of believe like that's what they're doing anyway. It's a lot of the fresh water. If you do a lot of research where they're starting to like, really freshwater places, like especially here, like Lake area and stuff, is becoming hot spots because people are really trying to find cleaner water sources that are untapped. And from us being one of the Great Lakes, we have that advantage of being here. So, more power to them. Maybe the boo boo will make them better people. I don't know. So in other news, and I'm looking at Miss Charlene, she's cueing me. We have another story from our guy Tye Dollar, and it's concerning robots. So can you tell us what you saw?
Well, I had seen, I believe it was something on TikTok about a machine lost control and killed a bunch of scientists or something like that. But they saying that it never happened, so I don't know.
Well, so we're gonna call this the conspiracy corner, and maybe I put some this conspiracy corner.
Watch it, Matt.
Okay.
They might try to come. Watch it. They might come in and try to kill you.
Oh no, we don't want that because it's about we have a lot of conspiracy going around. So basically, we looked at the video, and supposedly it's a video on YouTube, so you can search it at your own, at your own risk. Showing that it's a woman alleging that something happened in Korea or Japan, I believe, or wherever it was, where some AI basically came self-aware and hurt several people. But with the fact that we're in an age where we're using a lot of AI, chat GBT, and it's AI everywhere. Like it's AI on the software that we're using right now. It's AI on our phones. What do you think? Do you think that AI is something good for humanity, or is there a possibility that even though this is something that may be alleged, do you think that it's possible that AI could turn on human beings? What do you think, Ty? Since it's your story.
I do think, I think they can. That's just my opinion. I believe they can. If they're rebuilding themselves, they can turn on humans.
What about you? Do you think that AI can take over?
I believe so.
Okay, what about you, Bill?
I believe so.
You know what? And I'm gonna ask Miss Charlene, what do you think about it?
Oh, we don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. Well, I can answer. Go ahead.
Okay, so I just want to elaborate more on what Ty was talking about. Yeah, so basically about the story, they're saying there's no evidence of this. There are some articles talking about that there is no evidence of this. There's a video saying that there is no evidence of this. So I don't know how it started, but allegedly it was like 4 robots that killed 29 scientists. And they don't know. They said it happened in Japan, it happened in South Korea. Like I said, this is all alleged. They say that this is not true, that there's no, but I'm just curious how it just came about. Like, who came up with this?
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you have computers that are able to learn like human beings and do stuff, it can be good and it can also be bad. Because I'm believing that the military wants AI because they want a better soldier, right? And if you're a soldier, if it's able to distinguish the enemy or whatever else, what's stopping a soldier from being a soldier and taking over?
Be honestly, they already using them because don't they got drones?
I mean, yeah.
Yes, to me, it's basically the same thing.
I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll say this, and then we're gonna move on to the next subject. There was an article I was reading, and I'm gonna just say that it's alleged right now because we don't want to never put something out there and we don't have the proof. But I was reading somewhere, and I believe it was when I was in my undergrad where Facebook and Facebook had a experiment with some AI. The AI started talking to other computers and creating its own language, and they shut the program down. So if that can do that, what other AI can do? So I'm just, whatever. But all right, and I found this out, and you told me. Me and Miss Charlene been on this binge on HBO Max. I would suggest you get it. We've been watching the Food Channel, like all of these different stuff, and I heard that you are a cook because you was telling me last time that your grandma taught you how to cook. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So what are some things that you like to cook, man?
Well, I know how to make my grandma's famous macaroni and cheese. I don't hardly make it though, but
Okay, so you're gonna have to make us some macaroni and cheese. Maybe we're gonna have to test your macaroni and cheese out. So what are some things that you like to do? You watch cooking shows at all? Or
I watch
anything?
them sometimes on my TV.
Okay, so who do you got any favorite chefs or things that you like to watch?
I don't have no favorite chef. I just watch all of them.
Just because it's like with us, we was just watching it, and maybe you would like this. It's a show about uh cooks. They're like world renowned cooks, and literally go through this grocery store. I forgot the name of the show, and they actually compete and they cook all of these dishes. And sometimes they got to cook stuff from scratch. But I think it's a show that you probably like. You'll probably like. What do you think?
I probably would like it. I just got to get into it.
Okay.
I was gonna say, do you want us to do this topic right here?
Yes. Because how many minutes do we have, Miss Charlene? Oh, we are at our time today.
Because of you, Matt.
Okay,
You
so
talk too much.
I talk too much, man. I talk too much. They gonna fire me. The last thing that we're gonna talk about, and we're gonna briefly talk about this, is if you probably have been living under a rock if you haven't heard about this. Since we've been on break, there has been a lightning on social media about Cat Williams and all of the things that he said about Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, and a couple of other comics. And I'm just wondering, did any of you guys seen this before we close the show? Did you see the Cat Williams interview?
No, you showed it to us.
Okay, just any clips. Did you see anything besides the things that I showed you?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
I've seen some of it.
You seen some of it?
Yeah.
You think that he's telling the truth?
Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of believe Cat. He don't seem like he's the type of person that's lying. And it's funny, ever since he said all of that stuff, now you're starting to see receipts in the internet of everything that he talked about. And it's like, well, okay, this stuff is here. Is he lying? He's not lying because this is from years ago. It ain't from this year. It ain't from last year. This is from years ago. And he's bringing up issues. And I know Cat Williams he's had a thing, but he's supposed to be here, I guess, this week. I would love to go and hear some more gossip about what he gonna say, because he gonna light the arena up. But that's all the time that we have for today. I want to thank my co-host, and it's time for us to go. So, Ant, so we can all get paid, what do they need to do?
Like, share, subscribe. Everybody say it with me.
Hit that notification bell. Okay, hit that notification bell so you will know every time we drop these jewels. Love you guys, and remember
Every Thursday.
every Thursday, and remember what? Okay.
And if you get some good stuff, go to Nifty Thrifty. See Mr. Ed and Miss Angel. They will give you some good deals.
Tell them that Bill sent them. They'll give you an extra discount. See you guys later. And cut.